This is the 6th episode of the I Disagree podcast. I'm Jabari Grant.
And I'm Albert Greenwich.
And today we have a guest. Last time we had a guest on the show representing Manchester United. Now we have our own Arsenal expert, Miles Sobers.
Alright, thanks for having me.
So the first thing we're going to touch today, Arsenal. It seems that their players tend to underperform. Especially they buy players who are doing well at other clubs. They get Arsenal, they don't quite click. What do y'all think that is?
I know Jabari would have asked the question just now about Arsenal buying players over the years and then when the players get to Arsenal, they underperform. In this instance, I could honestly agree with Jabari. We can look at players over the years such as David Luiz, Nicolas Pepe in his first season, Partey in his first season, Lacazette.
For all his seasons.
But I could really expand, I could really define persons like Pepe and Partey, but the others I can't really define. Partey had an injury-prone season, I should say. A season full of injuries. He had a knee injury, and we can't forget the point where we bought Partey at the final day of the transfer window.
Mata did that with United. He played
No,
perfectly.
Jabari, don't forget, you got to remember the players are migrating from Spain, got to come to England, they got to buy a house, they got to start with a family.
Bruno Fernandes.
I hear all your excuses.
No, that's not excuses, bro.
Bruno Fernandes.
It's really facts, but at the end of the day, when the player's moving from one big club to the next, you got to get certain things.
I've been off for years.
So you want to agree?
You defend a party, right?
Yeah.
I disagree. Because he was going to be Arsenal's savior in the midfield. That Patrick Vieira. You know him?
Yeah.
You know, that
Correct.
big guy.
Correct.
He come in, he's...
Which we lacked for years.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's our leader in the midfield. And he came in and he got outshined by Barbados. Barbados, isn't it?
Ceballos.
Right.
Yeah.
In the midfield. He was like supposed to take charge. He was like more like hampering Arsenal to me. How games he will not run back, cause goals. It depends on the guy like Xhaka. To take the last, the striker, and they get red cards and thing. I don't defend Xhaka like this, but to me he played better than Partey.
But you can't really define the other players like that because if the man injured, if he injured, bro, it's straightforward. If he injured, he can't play.
Yes, but he came back.
And
he still didn't play.
But then don't forget, the player now has to adapt to the Premier League.
Here we go again. Adapt to the Premier League. Yes, he have to adapt. But do his skill have to adapt as well?
No.
Well, I see nothing from him. That different. Ceballos adapt as well. Odegaard. You know what we talk about Odegaard. He came in. Midway in season and performed. He had to move as well.
No, but I guess different players, different approaches, different positions. I honestly can't support you on this.
You know what I'm saying?
At this point, I don't think anyone will perform at Arsenal because I've never seen anyone perform at Arsenal in recent years that have been bought. I understand what you're saying about Thomas, but
no, Jabari, I gotta cut you there because we have persons like Sanchez who came from Barcelona that did perform.
you're correct.
I agree.
You're correct. You're correct.
It was so long.
You are correct.
It was so long.
You are
Can't
correct.
forget Sanchez.
You are correct. And when Aubameyang first got there, he performed well.
Correct.
And that's Ozil as well, although.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
Yeah,
You are
given
correct.
the situation.
You are correct. It didn't last long enough.
Right.
But you were correct. But I'm worried. I'm going to talk to you because you're the guy. You're here from Arsenal. Do you think it's something with Arsenal? Because you were saying about Thomas Partey having to move and whatnot. Where that is true. Some of these players that have been bought from the Premier League. David Luiz was already in England, already in London. What is it? Something that's going on at Arsenal?
As it really no, but to be honest, right, as it relates to the older players that you say 30 and up that we bought. For example, Willian, David Luiz. I just think that they're treating Arsenal as a cash cow.
Thank you for saying William. He's another person too that I forgot. That underperformed.
Yeah, he
You're treating Arsenal as a cash cow.
Yeah, the older players.
It's funny you say that.
The older players, like we could say Ozil. When we gave Ozil the new contract when he was 30.
Yeah.
When he was 30, Willian came at 30 years old. David came at 31. No, Willian came at 32. Sorry. So I can really say that the older players who we highly rate and expect a lot from, using Arsenal as a cash cow.
Do you blame the players for that?
No, they blame the board.
There you go. And that's what that's what I really want to get at.
Because it's the board who giving these sort of players these.
This is what I really want to get at. You know what I think the best thing for Arsenal would be? To get relegated.
What?
That would be.
I disagree.
That would be the greatest thing for Arsenal.
I don't see it happening.
And this is why. Arsenal's ownership do not care about the fans or football. It's about the profit margin.
I agree.
I agree.
That's
with that part.
all that's cared about. And the only thing that's going to force them into making moves is loss of money. What brings loss of money? Relegation.
Not really. But I could say being outside the top 6 qualification should be Champions League and Europa, right?
Yeah.
Once we finish outside the top 6, then I believe that will really hurt the board. We finished twice over the top 6, right? So we 2 8th place finishes. Season.
And nothing changed. Relegation is what's needed.
But to be honest, like this season though, for this summer transfer, we can see that the board stepping up a lot in terms of the money we spend. We invest in a lot of younger players, and we not afraid to spend money.
Yeah, they give him Arteta the money.
Yeah.
And he could get what players he wants.
But in my opinion though, as long as Arteta is in charge, we will never get anything.
Arteta.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Because why I say that is because the director of football inexperience, the manager inexperience, and the other board members inexperience. So basically, it's like 3 blind mice running the Go Football Club.
Lauren Blanc,
Yeah.
Pochettino, Max Allegri, Jose Mourinho, Conte. It's just a list of guys who were unemployed or looking for clubs while Arsenal was in search of a manager. But Arsenal went with Arteta. Again, this is the board. We don't know why they did that. You think Arteta's pulling money that they would have to pay Mourinho or Allegri? It's all about the profit margin. Relegation is needed. That's the only thing that's going to force the board into making a change.
I just can't see relegation.
I can't see what
Y'all are not far off from relegation. Eighth place is not that far.
Right, if this is
Yes, yeah, them man at 7th place.
And we're finished. No.
Right, so Arsenal can go back as well.
I'm actually going to say that there's teams in the championship that play better football than Arsenal. Derby County is more entertaining than Arsenal.
Lots of spirit is garbage.
Derby County is more entertaining than Arsenal. I would rather see Wayne Rooney coaching in Premier League than to see Arsenal right now in Premier League.
It's just literally.
I'm just talking facts. If you go and watch Derby, you will be more entertained than when you watch Arsenal. You know when I watch Arsenal, I'm having trouble sleeping and want to drop sleep. Turn on the
How
Arsenal.
big is Derby Stadium compared to Emirates?
See, Emirates is a huge stadium, fantastic stadium,
Yeah.
almost double the size of Derby Stadium, right?
Mhm.
But how is Derby's football more entertaining than that? Come on.
but it comes up for the manager though.
I don't know. I don't watch Derby. You
should.
Oh God, they watch a Derby.
You should watch Derby. They're very entertaining.
But it comes down to the manager's style of play. And when Arsenal was in the market for new managers, I always wanted Max Allegri. That's the honest truth. Or Conte.
I want Conte.
But you see, as I said before, the director of football is inexperienced. Vinay, which is I think some other big position here, but all them inexperienced.
I know this is an Arsenal segment, but my United's manager Solskjaer, he had a bit more experience than Arteta because he was a head coach before.
Yeah.
This is Arteta's first head coaching job.
Yeah.
But our director of sports, this is his first director of sports job. You know, I'm just showing the comparisons of the teams and the difference they've been doing. Solskjaer's a bit more experienced, but Solskjaer was managing losing sides. It wasn't like he was doing a great job.
Correct.
So,
But the thing is, too, don't forget, we got to take into consideration that Man United's board have experience. So what you trying to say, after Wenger left, right? Don't forget that had a lot of changes behind the scenes. You know, like Trump and we never had a director of football. Wenger used to deal with that.
yeah, correct.
Right? So we know trying to put different people in place so it could be obviously a proper chain of command that obviously execute the correct tasks of the club and everything.
Again, Manchester United went through the same thing. Ferguson was director.
Yes, but man, you put things in place, but like I tell you, people on Man United's board have more experience than Arsenal. And that's a fact. A pure fact.
This goes back to me saying that I don't think the board cares, sorry, the owners care about the fans.
Correct.
And if the only way to make them make a move is to hurt their pockets.
So we should change our owners.
If it was that simple. If it was that simple.
Someone came over here, they wanted to buy Arsenal.
Yes, you're correct. And the owners refuse to sell.
Yeah.
You wanna know why? Because their pockets aren't being
And
hurt.
he had the battle of Thierry Henry as well.
Yeah, he has back and the other invincible as well. Yeah.
Alright. That's cool, but let's just shift the topic a little bit. Still staying on Arsenal, but we were talking about players that come in there not doing well. What about players that you might get this summer? Or you rate your transfer business this summer? Have more enthusiasm that is going to be better? Or you rate the ones you already got, or you rate who you're going to go after?
Hey, go first.
Alright, well, so far, the only confirmed signing we have is Tavares. Came from Benfica, only 20 years old. Plays at left back. That's good cover for our left back, Turney, who had another injury-riddled season last year. So
Happens when you go to Arsenal.
Apparently.
so basically, that's good left back cover we had. At the moment, we're working on potential signings of Ben White, which is a centre back from Brighton. I think we initially agreed the fee of 50 million. That was Friday evening, I think. Yeah, Friday. And then we're supposed to have another player, which is Sambi Lakonga, who is supposed to replace Matteo Guendouzi, who gone to Marseille. But yeah, so far, so basically give that rating of 3 out of 10 due to the fact that
3 out of 10?
yeah, 3 out of 10 due to the fact that we got a lot of dead players still on the wage bill, and we still got other players that I think is a necessity to go and get. For example, I don't know if you both could agree with me here on this one, but they got players like Willian, Shaka, Eddie Nketiah, Reece Nelson, Siaka Lassana. That's 5 main players.
Siaka Lassana, he's still there?
He's still there. He's still there. So there's 5 players that we need to get out through the door. And then my ideal transfer season would be for us now to get a striker,
A playmaker?
a center attacking mid, correct, bro? A CDM who could play alongside Partey in the midfield. We need a right back. Or also add on the list to go out is persons like Hector Bellerin and Cedric. You know, so we got 2 more right backs. We got Calvin Chambers that could play there. We just need to get another right back
Alright.
to add. You understand? So
Alright, you want to go again?
so that's me.
Go ahead.
Alright. Well, I want to play a little game. What I'm going to do, there's some names that are linked to you guys, and there's some names that y'all want, guys that are potentially leaving. I'm just going to call a name. You tell me if you want him. If you don't want him, if you want him to leave, you want him to stay. Let's start with you, Bert. Martin Odegaard.
Stay.
Yeah, it was there, but hopefully Arsenal and Real can agree first. But I love him.
This is a name that made me laugh the minute I said it. I don't even know why he's linked to Arsenal, but what do y'all think? Tammy Abraham.
Your striker?
He's supposed to be there.
What you laugh first? What you laugh first? What you laugh?
I don't think that's the current striker that Arsenal needs. But
He's not better than Aubameyang nor Lacazette, so we don't know for sure.
what do you think?
No. Keep it where he is.
James Madison from Leicester City.
Position,
He's like an attacking mid.
James Madison. And Leicester,
He was very important to them last season.
if we can't get the ones that we really want, I might get him. But right now, leave it where he is.
100%. I want James Madison.
You want James Madison.
100%.
So you disagree with him.
I disagree.
Okay. Let's go Ruben Neves
From Wolves.
from Wolves. I would love him at Man United.
I like he got good free kick as well from him, yes, I would like him as well.
Yeah, another 100%.
Now I know that they're just making up things. There's no way this guy is really.
The guy from Lyon?
Hassan Mawar?
Yes.
No, I don't want Hassan Mawar. Oh shit, clear.
You think he fits?
Nope.
Maybe last season, but
Yeah, not this season now.
the
Fourth.
steps that we take and who he play, no.
Alright,
Fifth.
players that y'all will want out. Hector Bellerin,
Oh, go
We
on.
have blown up.
Shaka, who I think is most.
As swiftly as possible.
But I think he's going anyhow, so that is not a thing. Lacazette,
Lacazette, from my end, Lacazette has 1 more year in his contract. Yeah, I'll replace Lacazette at this point. Nothing more than less.
I replace that as well. Got a youngster, Martin. Team in that. Play that role.
Yeah, Martinelli, yeah.
Joe Wilcock,
Good luck.
Willock,
I want to get back in the side.
one instead.
Yeah.
So,
So Willock.
What we said we got?
the reason why he's selling, right? The way how Arsenal is structured in that 4-2-3-1 formation, they're in a room for the lot. We finished eighth. We ain't playing no European competitions, only domestic, which is Premier League, FA Cup. I don't think you think Carabao Cup. Carabao Cup, we think.
Yeah, that's automatic.
Yeah. So basically, ain't a room for Joe Willock. And at the end of the day, if we got an academy and we developing these young players, and the board like money ever so bad, then I don't see why we can't catch him. The reason why we signed him on loan last season to Newcastle, Brett Rappers performed well, is the moment now to catch him. 30 million is good.
Well, this is the last question here. This is a guy you can't cash in on because his worth is very, very low at this point in time. I'm talking about Willian. Would you keep him? I mean, if you do let him go, you're gonna well, you're not gonna make a loss. You got him on a free, right?
I would keep him if it's a guarantee that he gonna perform.
Master Keep.
I said I would. Harry said I would. But there's no guarantee, so let him go.
Nah, sell. Dog shit clearly. Sell. Go. Don't get me wrong though, but like,
This guy's harsh, man.
his achievements at Chelsea were good, you know.
Yeah, they came before he was 32, though.
Yeah, it's true. So,
32.
that's a very weak, poor, bad investment. So.
Arsenal finished 8th. Y'all, you guys optimistic with this upcoming season?
I'm always optimistic. I have to be an Arsenal fan.
It must be hard being an Arsenal fan.
Not really hard.
Because,
man.
like, I am having a hard time supporting Man United because I think we're a poor team. But we're not finishing 8th.
To me, Arsenal season start running after Christmas. I don't watch football. I don't pay attention to after Christmas. That's how I stand with Arsenal.
Okay, so, and there any players that I did not say just now that y'all would like to see at Arsenal? Any players that I didn't mention just now that y'all think Arsenal should go after?
No. Neves fits well in the midfield with Barbados. Odegaard, Madison, and that number 10 creative role. So basically, I could agree with everything.
Before this podcast started, we had an argument about. We had an argument about Jack Grealish, but my colleague told me he brought our price range. So that's one guy with like Arsenal.
You would want Jack Grealish.
Yeah, but like-
I think everybody should want Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish it should be on everybody's wish list. Just like Kante is on everybody's wish list, but Kante's never gonna happen.
Nah.
But we gotta be realistic though, bro. Yeah, you may want Jack Grealish, but we ain't getting Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish is a 5-star player who deserves time with good football. Arsenal got that offer. Arsenal can't offer Europa Conference League at this point.
Arsenal. Jack Grealish is actually playing for a better team than Arsenal, so we may have a point.
Thank you.
Alright. I understand. So let me ask you this. Where do you feel Arsenal will finish this season?
Being honest,
Yeah.
6.
6?
6.
I think Arsenal.
You have again? Sure yourself?
I think they're gonna be in the relegation battle.
No.
I feel.
That's so much disrespect, bro.
I think they're gonna be fighting to stay up.
No, but 6 though. Being realistic and being honest.
6, but hoping for 4.
I think
Super
Arsenal
Bowl.
are going to have a hard.
And replacing Man United. That's what we're here.
I think Man United is overachieving, so that doesn't. I think we're doing a lot better than we actually are. But I think Arsenal gonna be in a relegation battle. Y'all talking about 6? Y'all are being a little biased. Y'all are
Relegation? I disagree.
relegation
I
battle.
disagree on that one, not relegation. 6.
Alright.
6, 7 for a year.
We'll have to see.